So, I'm trying to think of a joke where I insult Captain Marvel because I hate that movie, but I can't think of one. So I thought the most honest thing I could do is just start this review of Miss Marvel by saying, I hate Captain Marvel. Welcome to the episode. I am joined by Cher. Hi, Cher. We're back on camera and
Hi.
shit.
It's been like 6 months, but hello.
Jack is dead. He finally ran out of variants. He's dead. He's never coming back. That's a lie. Jack's coming back. But he's dead. So we got to figure out how. We got to wait till something happens and we revive him in the lore or something. Uh, Jack is
Um,
actually
I mean,
moving currently.
unless he got turned into like whatever Sweet Pete did for Rescue Rangers. I don't know. Maybe he's missing.
Oh, you think Jack got bootlegged?
Yeah.
And somewhere out there there's another Jack of all trades? Or like a parody? Like I don't know, John
I,
who's pretty good at everything?
I think he got bootleg somehow.
Oh god, I hope not. I love him too much. I'll miss him. Uh, but welcome to our review of I almost said Captain Marvel. Miss Marvel, the better show, in my opinion. Yeah, let's just get that out of the way. First of all, we are covering the first 3 episodes in this one episode. And we aren't going through every plot point. We're not going through everything. We're just talking about what we liked, where we hope everything is going with the show. And I will start off by saying I'm really glad that there's a Marvel character with Marvel in their name who is interesting. I really like Kamala. I Here's the thing. I know you brought this up, Cher. You thought I would hate her because she loves Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
and
that's what I was saying. I was like, okay, she keeps worshiping Captain Marvel. I'm wondering how he's gonna react to that.
look,
I could just hear the cringe in the red. You're just gonna get red with anger. I'm like, oh no.
as somebody whose favorite superhero is Hawkeye, I have kind of gotten used to having my favorite superhero get made fun of. It's just weird to be on the other side of that, where I'm making fun of her favorite superhero. But no, I really relate to the hero worship she has in this. Like, I remember when I was a little kid, the way she feels for Captain Marvel is how I felt for Spider Man. I would draw him all the time. I would, like, uh, really obsess and imagine becoming Spider Man. Later in life is when I realized how much I truly love Hawkeye, and he became my favorite fictional character. But I've been that little kid who loves superheroes too, so I love seeing that shown off in this show, and I think the editing is really, really good, especially when they show things like texting and stuff. So, overall, I like this show, and it has a million times more personality than Brie Larson put into that movie at all. So, that's
I'm just wondering what's gonna happen with Captain Marvel too. Like, how is that gonna
well.
work?
Remember, it's called the Marvels now, and Monica Rambeau and Kamala are both going to be in that movie. So I assume they're going to save it. If I'm being honest, it kind of feels like to me that like maybe Marvel became a little aware that Captain Marvel wasn't the most in-depth character, and they were like, "Hey, let's get a supporting cast in there. Let's get these new interesting characters." And let's play around with it. And who knows? I honestly hope Captain Marvel, aka Brie Larson, of course. I hope she shows up in this show and actually meets Kamala and talks to her. I would love a scene like that. But how have you felt about the show so far, Cher? Because you haven't been on the channel in a while, so we need to catch up with you and give you your own little spotlight for a minute. So, what'd you
Oh,
think?
well, I mean, like, kind of like what you were saying with like growing up with like superheroes. I mean, for me, it was probably more like Power Rangers, Powerpuff Girls was my life. Teen Titans. I mean, I did dress up as Raven when I was 15. And no, I'm not 15. I don't look 15. Well, maybe I do for some people, but anyways, sometimes I act like a 15-year-old.
I've been
Um,
there. I do that.
no, but I also like, like Wonder Woman and God, so many female. I'm not dissing any guys. I'm not dissing any guys. I love me some Superman, Batman, Captain America, Iron Man.
Mhm.
Probably my personal favorite would be Black Panther because the representation.
Do you have a favorite superhero? I guess I've been meaning to ask that for a while.
I mean, I guess I don't really know. I mean, I guess I like all of them, but I guess like Wonder Woman and
Wonder Woman's boss.
yeah, Wonder Woman, Black Widow. Uh, there's a lot. There's a lot. And the funny thing is, I'm actually in my dad's man cave room, and I see a whole bunch of Marvel and DC posters that are all staring at me like, pick me, pick me, pick me. I'm the best one here.
Dude, if I had to
Yeah,
pick
I'm
based
surrounded
on
by.
if I had to pick my favorite superhero based on how much merch I have, I don't know. I own like three different Hawkeye things, so I think he would win. But right behind him is Batgirl, and she's not my favorite.
Yeah, I actually have a Batgirl poster that's staring right in front of my face.
I have a Batgirl statue, a Batgirl figure, and a Batgirl shirt.
Well, I also like Raven for mainly because of Teen Titans, the good one.
Look, I love Barb, but she is not even my favorite Bat family member, so to say she's my favorite superheroine, just not true. Superheroine sounds like a drug, but it's actually it's actually superhero stuff.
Yeah, I like Raven not just because the Tara Strong. I kept saying I'm this huge Tara Strong fan here. It's not just because of Tara Strong. I mean, like Raven is just pretty. I don't know. There's just something edgy about her that I just like.
Mm.
This is coming from a very girly girl like myself. I'm very girly. And obviously I
Well,
like Starfire as well, but
in Teen Titans, Raven kind of brings in this much needed darkness to the story that kind of isn't present until she is there. So I think Raven is a dope pick if that's your favorite. Uh,
Yeah, I even cosplay her a couple of times. So, but still,
I
I do like Tara Strong. So
honestly I find it interesting to compare like Teen Titans, for example, to a show like this where it is a younger hero who is just now learning about their powers and just now getting out there and trying to become a superhero. Uh,
yeah, I'm still waiting for when they do Young Avengers.
oh, it's coming. You know it's coming.
I
Forget.
know.
They just announced the Thunderbolts movie, which is Thunderbolts is going to be a bunch of like the anti-heroes or villains from some of the other movies coming together.
So Suicide Squad.
Yeah, no, it's going to be Marvel Suicide Squad. It's basically going to be that.
Okay, that's I'm wondering. Like Suicide Squad? Is this what are they trying to do? Suicide Squad? Okay.
How have you felt about this show specifically, though? And like, have you been liking it? Do you have any favorite parts? Walk me through this, bitch. Tell me how you feel.
Okay, so a little history. I'll try to keep it brief. Let's just say every now and then I would watch some of the Young Avengers animated series, kind of like I think it's called Marvel Uprising or Marvel
Mm.
Rising, because I had Dove Cameron as Gwen Stacy. Uh,
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Spider-Man.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard about it.
Yeah, I've seen like some a couple of their specials. I actually like the one with Shuri from Black Panther. I actually like that one. That was actually pretty cool.
Isn't
Um,
Squirrel Girl in that show?
yes, and I already told you the time where my dad was high and drunk, and I was trying to explain to him what Squirrel Girl was, and it was a night. Let's just say that.
I should have been there. I should have been able to tell him, did you know she beat Galactus? Did you know she beat Thanos?
Because he's like, what the F is Squirrel
What the
Girl?
fuck is a Squirrel Girl?
Yeah, I'm like, I mean, I tried to do my best to explain. I was like, look, I don't know, but
What is not to get? She is a woman with squirrel powers who has a pet squirrel named Monkey Joe. What is weird about that? Nothing. Nothing is
well,
strange.
I think also, whether he was high or not, he's pretty old school.
Mm.
Like we have like the Marvel and DC comics, so he doesn't really know a lot of the new stuff. He's pretty old school.
Yeah, that's
But
fair.
still it was pretty funny though, just explaining my drunken high dad what this was, what Young Avengers was.
I definitely have that moment every now and then myself with comic books where like they'll introduce some new thing and I'll be like, "What the fuck are you talking about? What?" like
Yeah,
I
yeah, I actually had to explain to him about. I kind of knew a little bit about Miss Marvel, and I remember there was a lot of controversy for the series because of her powers itself.
oh yeah,
I
them changing the powers.
Yeah, I mean, I had to. I don't. I'm pretty sure I might be wrong about this because I had to explain to my parents about this. She's kind of like Mr. Fantastic, kind of, sort of, in a way,
Yeah,
but
she's
not
like Mr. Fantastic, Elastigirl, Plastic Man. She's
right.
stretchy. She's stretchy and she can grow big.
Yeah, but in this series, she has more of a cosmic, kind of like Captain
Mm.
Marvel.
Yeah, she uses this energy shit, which is like after episode 3, I think we can now kind of figure out what's going on with her. It seems like her relatives were from a different dimension or something. Uh, so maybe it's like space shit. I don't know if this is the case, but I really wonder if the gauntlet or the band she wears.
Oh yeah,
I
the
Yeah,
bangle
the
bracelet.
bangle. I
Yeah.
wonder if it has any connection to the rings from Shang Chi. I hope it does because, like, they look like they're made of the same material. They both appear to have writing in a strange language on them.
Right.
However, I do also remember that they mentioned that Kamala's power comes from her, and the bangle just opened up that power. So
Yes.
maybe she's a mutant, maybe she's an inhuman. I guess we'll have to see, but I don't
I
know,
don't
man.
know, I don't know why. I kept thinking, I'm like, when they were explaining it in this episode 3, I'm like, are they related to Eternals some way,
I
or?
wondered that too. That popped in my head as well.
That's what I was wondering. I mean, I actually, my family and I, we watched Eternals. I'll be completely honest, it was so boring. It was very boring. It was boring, and it was boring up until I heard Bill Skarsgård, and I'm like, oh god, no, oh god, no.
Here's the thing. I like Eternals a lot, air quotes, because Eternals. I think Eternals is better than Captain Marvel. I think Eternals at least has ideas. Friggin' I loved a couple of the characters from Eternals. Like I love that one guy who was hanging out with Kingo the whole time, or Kinga. Uh, friggin', I can't remember his name, but he was just a normal dude who just carried the guy's camera. Love that
Um,
guy. Best part of the movie. I want him to get his own solo series.
I mean, I was pretty excited for Angelina Jolie because I love Angelina Jolie. You
Hmm.
know, Mr. and Mrs. Smith and Tomb Raider, Maleficent. I know that's kind of controversial, but I like her as Maleficent.
I hate Maleficent. That movie is awful to me. I'm glad you love it
I
though.
mean, I like it. I don't love it. I just like the way that she portrayed the character. The
That's fair.
story and the characters overall are kind of meh. And I was like, are they trying to do Wicked? Because you know I'm really obsessed with Wicked. You know I'm obsessed with Wicked. It's my favorite. That's my favorite Broadway musical. So
You see, I'm a Cruella guy. I believe Cruella is when they finally got that formula down.
now
Where I'm
that
like, oh
yeah,
hell yeah.
there's a reason why I dressed up as Cruella last year for Halloween.
I mean, that movie was fucking dope. Cruella was
Yeah,
great. A
yeah, but
plus.
I will say for from the very beginning for the show,
Mm.
um, which by the way, I love me some Weekend. I love the Weekend. Blinding Lights. Oh my god, I love that song so much. I love that song. But I kept hearing a lot of comparisons, including, and I'll be a part of this as well. I kept getting a lot of Into the Spider Verse vibes. I kept getting a lot of Mitchell's versus the Machines vibes,
Really?
and Turning Red, which I love Turning Red, by the way, which was another movie my dad was high and drunk on. and he saw that final climax with the giant red panda at the concert. Spoilers, but yeah, that was fun to go
Your
through that.
dad has a very interesting drug life that I would love to learn more about in the future. But I love the editing. I think it's very Scott Pilgrim. I know that's the big example everybody's bringing up. It's also somewhat Diary of a Wimpy Kid, though, because she's
Oh.
literally like writing down her thoughts. She's narrating some of the episodes. Uh,
Yeah, when she was doing her YouTube video, I kept, like I said, Mitchell's versus the Machines, which my second favorite animated movie besides Encanto, which I found out her best friend is named Bruno, and I was like,
you're
we
not
don't
really supposed to
talk
talk
about
about that.
Bruno.
You
We
shouldn't be
don't
talking
talk
about that.
about Bruno.
I ironically love Bruno in this show, though. I think he's really cool. Friggin',
I don't know why he's giving me like, and the only reason why is because I was watching the series
mm,
um before all this Kim Possible. He's giving me like a smart version of Ron Stoppable. I mean,
kind
not to say Ron was not stupid, but you know,
kind of like
I
a Ron. If Ron and Wade were the same character,
right.
I feel that. Like he's kind of a goofy sidekick, but he's also this tech genius.
Who got into to Caltech? Congratulations to him, but he might be leaving.
Yeah, I think I've been getting into Bruno as a character just because like friggin' I don't know. There's something about his vibe. I like that he's like living alone and he's like really only got Kamala as his friend. He seems pretty tech savvy in a believable way. Like he's not like hacking the government like you would see like the tech genius do in some other shows. Or he's not like making laser beams or weird inventions. No, he just figured out how to wire lights together in a glove. That's believable. I could see a kid learning to do that.
Yeah, and like Zuzu, which is I guess basically this world's version of Alexa or Siri.
It is a little weird that he made an Alexa. I don't know if I would be smart enough to be able to do that. I don't know if a kid his age could do that either. I don't even understand the internet, man. I don't know how that shit works. It's just all voodoo magic to me. All of it is magic.
The Jin. It's the Jin.
Oh yeah, that's it. The internet was made by genies. That's a conspiracy theory I can get behind.
Woo! I mean, I also like the counselor. I think the counselor dude was is funny too. Like he made a Mulan reference in the first episode. I was like,
What the fuck is this dude's vibe though?
I
Like
don't
every
know.
time I don't really buy him as a counselor because whenever he talks to these kids, it almost feels like he's giving them trauma. Like legitimately after that first meeting with Kamala, she's like, "Oh, I need to plan all my life out in one day. Great." And then Bruno doesn't know whether he should go to college or not. This guy's a bad fucking counselor. He's giving kids trauma, and it's not gonna fly with me. I'm taking this shit out.
Oh god. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was why I was like, oh, okay. I know because I kept getting flashbacks from my freshman year
Mm.
when I had that same talk with my counselor too. I was like, I'm only 14. I got 4 more years to decide what I want to do with my life.
How did you feel about Avengers Con and all of the like Avengers references? Because like in the other shows we usually get cameos and stuff. Like I remember we got some Wakanda stuff in Falcon and Winter Soldier. Loki was like full of cameos and references and Easter eggs. I don't really have to break that down. Just watch the show; you'll see them all.
All I have to say is I want to go. I want to go to a Comic Con again. I haven't gone to a Comic Con in 5 years, and I want to go.
It's been a
But
very long time for me too.
outside of Vegas, please. Okay, outside
I
of
I have not gone to a convention since I want to say since 2 years before COVID started. So
yeah,
like it's been forever. I would love to go to a convention now. Hopefully I can go to
I
Gen
want to
Con this
go.
year.
I want to do some more cosplay because I've only done it twice.
Or Gen Con whenever they end up doing it. I don't know when they do Gen Con. I had to look into that.
Yeah, apparently here in Vegas, I mean, they used to do it all the time in the summer, but I heard rumors that it's going to be in the winter,
Mm.
but probably around the time we're supposed to be ending my semester, which might be a problem. But
I laughed my ass off at the America's ass reference.
yes, that
Uh,
was
Also, I kind of like the joke where there's like a picture of Groot on a shirt and it says Tree Guy, implying that they didn't know Groot's name when literally all he fucking says is "I am Groot."
I am Groot.
How do you
I,
not know the fucker's name? It's right there.
and also R.I.P. Iron Man and Black Widow.
Mm. Oh yeah, it
R.I.P.
was good to see that there was like a mourning wall for them.
Yeah. Oh, and they also play a Star Spangled Man with the Plan.
I remember. Oh god, that whole scene is pretty good. I don't know how I feel about this X Shield base and this X Army base being the location of a con,
Yeah.
especially because the files for Baron Zemo are probably still in there somewhere, just hanging out. Oh,
Oh
not Baron Zemo. Fucking. Oh god, so many comic books. Oh fuck, what's that? Artem Zola. That's the character's name. Yeah, Artem Zola's file is just in there in that computer somewhere, and upstairs there are people hanging out and almost getting crushed by Ant Man's head.
Yeah, and then of course they make their way to like the Captain Marvel, and then they do like the whole Captain Marvel costume thing. I was
That
like,
that I don't understand. That I had a problem with. Why was there a costume contest specifically for Captain Marvel if Captain Marvel in this world right now is this obscure character that nobody knows about like a ton yet? Also, how is she on all those posters? When did she take pictures for some of those posters?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either, and the show didn't tell me.
Oh, but I also like the part when she was trying to come up with like a different like twist with her costume. She was like doing like steampunk or like a superhero combo, or she didn't want any princesses though, which I was kind of sad about. Zombie Captain Marvel, which I don't think we did we see. No, we did see
I
her
don't.
in What If.
There was not a zombie Captain Marvel in What If. I do not
Uh,
think so.
oh, but when they were doing like a gamer thing, it kind of reminded me of Cuphead, and I've also been trying to get into Cuphead lately, mainly because of the show.
Hmm.
I know I haven't played the video games. I don't really do video games. I mainly just look at cutscenes because of
Hmm.
voice actors to see if I can recognize any of the voice actors that I know
Hmm.
without having to look them up on the internet. But I think that the Cuphead show is cute. The devil's my favorite character.
I'm
He
glad
gives
we're
me a lot of
reviewing
Squidder.
the Cuphead show now in this Miss Marvel review.
I'm sorry for getting off track, but I was just saying, Devil is my favorite. The Devil is my favorite character from that show. I'm just saying because
Quit
he's good.
reviewing Cuphead! Review Miss Marvel! We got 3 fucking episodes to cover today! Get on your shit, Cher!
August 19th, which is the day after my birthday, season 1B.
What are you talking about now? Review
Cuphead.
Captain Marvel! Review Miss Marvel! Shut the fuck up about Cuphead! We're not Netflix pals! We're Disney Plus pals, goddammit!
Deliver.
Focus! Fucking focus!
Maybe
So
I should talk.
yeah, I liked the scene where the hammer almost killed that lady. Good
Yeah,
scene. I
yeah.
thought her powers
Oh,
were good.
oh, my favorite part when she found out her powers,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was like a. But she cut off Ant Man's head. I was like, what did Ant Man do? He didn't do anything. He has his own podcast.
I need to see a couple episodes of that podcast. They gotta start on Ant-Man 3 by filming an episode of that. Because I have to assume that's how the world knows what happened with Thanos and everything. Like, I have to assume it's literally because Ant-Man started a podcast. I remember the people behind the scenes were asked about the podcast, and they mentioned, like, other Marvel characters might have podcasts. Or theoretically could have been guests on Ant-Man's. Honestly, I just think the idea of, like, an in-universe podcast where Ant-Man talks to other Avengers. I think that's cool. I would love to see that maybe expanded upon. I hope it happens.
Yeah, and then her little rival who is in a
Zoe?
very
I think her name's Zoe.
yeah yeah Zoe 101. Anyways, to quote Miley Cyrus, she came in like a wrecking ball,
Well, she didn't really come in like a wrecking ball. She got hit by a hammer, and
which
the
was like a
hammer took her into the sky. The hammers and wrecking balls are two different shapes.
I
They're
know they are,
very
but
different
it
things.
reminded me of that video.
I mean, that's fair, but I
I mean, at
really
least she
don't.
was naked.
I mean, yeah, bonus. She was wearing a Captain Marvel suit. I still don't understand it. Why do enough people know who Captain Marvel is where there is a competitive contest about her? That's weird to me. That
I want to know who won the Captain America contest.
somebody with a good ass.
and
That's all I know.
and are there any other contests that we should know about? Like, do I need to do a Black Widow contest or a Spider-Man contest or?
Bold of them to not show the Hawkeye costume contest. I didn't see a single Hawkeye cosplayer in that crowd. I saw more Rocket Raccoon cosplayers in the crowd than Hawkeye.
I saw Gamora. God, I think I
How the
saw Black.
fuck do they know who Gamora is? Gamora makes the least sense. Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, 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 ay.
I'm just
Sorry.
happy there were no Thanos cosplayers because in that world, that would be like dressing up as Hitler and going to a costume party.
You will be burned.
I think the first episode did a good job. I also like that so far her powers don't look dissimilar to how they did in the comic. Like obviously she's not stretching, but she's still sending out a giant hand to grab people. Like
So there's some type of reference.
it looks like her powers from the comics still, so I like it. And they have hinted. The show developers have said that these are not Kamala's final form. Kind of like this isn't how the powers are going to always look. This is just one form of them. So I don't know. I have no idea where this could go. But just like I guess to cap off episode one, I really love the father character. Uh,
Yes, especially when he dressed up like a Pakistani Hulk.
oh yeah, that's my favorite meme right now. My favorite meme is showing Captain America go and Hulk smash, and then it cuts to his face doing a smile. I love that shit.
That was so funny. It was so cute too. I mean, I also like I said, like the representation, like the Arabic, Muslim, Pakistani.
Mhm.
I love me some representation. I think we need more representation, please. If we were able to do, with like Black Panther and Shang-Chi, we need some more representation. Let's go. What's taking so long, y'all?
I I think that this has been a very good show for showing off that. Like, freaking, I love that Moon Knight showed Egypt in the Marvel universe, and I kind of love that this is showing like Pakistani culture in the Marvel universe, especially with the twist of this episode, which is that she is actually going to go and see her grandma. She's going to go talk to her and maybe figure out some more shit about the powers. I have no idea where that goes. I'm really fucking excited about it though.
Yeah, I will say, but for the first episode, I will say like when she was creating the plan again, Mitchell's versus the Machines vibes. I kept getting that.
I have not seen Mitchell's versus the Machines. I haven't seen it.
Dude, it's so good.
Jack loves it. Jack told me to watch it. I have yet to see it though.
It's good. It's really good. All I have to say is Furbies are evil.
Furbies?
Furbies are evil.
I guess I'll have to check it out eventually. But that's kind of our cliff notes of episode 1. Episode 2, I can't remember all the plot points. Ironically, episode 2 is there was a shoe thief in episode 2. I remember that.
There was a shoe thief.
I remember thinking that fucking kid that fell off of the roof. I remember thinking he might have been the shoe thief. Fucking ice cream pizza kid.
Ice cream pizza. I'm like, that's a combination. That's a choice.
I mean, I've never had ice cream and pizza, so I can't say it's bad. This is where they introduce her her air quotes boyfriend, her love interest character, Kareem, I believe his name was.
Yeah, like Camran, Karman.
They didn't say it in the episode a lot. They should have said it more so I can remember these names. I feel
Hey,
like an idiot now.
he has a British accent, and
He did
I
have a British accent.
I love me some British accents. Oh yeah, when they were at like a some type of restaurant, and Kamala's brother and his fiance were walking in. I
Uh,
remember that.
I think I know you, man. I remember you. You're my cousin. Man,
Yes.
Kamala really did come up with the perfect lie for that unintentionally. Ironically enough, the interesting thing about reviewing these episodes is a lot of it is build up and focus. Like a lot of this episode was training. So like honestly, reviewing them as a whole and doing this kind of cliff notes thing we're doing is probably the best way to do it because the really big thing that happened this episode was setting up the love interest because it looks like his parents are going to be the villains or his family, not necessarily his parents. Setting up damage control because they try to hunt her down. How did you feel about damage control coming back? You've seen Spider-Man No Way Home, right? You haven't seen Spider-Man No Way Home? How do you do that?
School nursing program was a rough semester.
You are not allowed to have a life if you haven't seen Spider-Man No Way Home. That takes priority. Leave. Go see it.
It's probably isn't it on Disney Plus though?
No, it's not. If it was, I'd be more mad at you.
Well, I can watch Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness.
That is a direct continuation of Spider-Man No Way Home. You need to watch that one first. I will fucking
We
fight
don't have
you.
no. I don't have no money. No, no, no.
I'll buy it for you. Everyone on the planet needs to see this movie. And I am ashamed that you have not. I am embarrassed that you have not.
I've seen certain clips.
Oh, same. I rewatched the clips on YouTube all the freaking time.
All I have to say, welcome back, Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe crushed it. Willem Dafoe's scary in that movie. He is. He's scary.
Is he more terrifying than his creepy smile meme?
Yes. He does a very creepy smile in the movie. I would say there's a new creepy smile meme on the way if that is not the meme.
I know a lot of other creepy smiles that are still in the back of my head.
Well,
one shall not be named.
Essentially, damage control came in and like they tried to hunt her. Damage control was also in that movie, specifically the guy from episode 2. The guy who's like, "Hey, let's go get her." He was in. I want to say freaking. He was in No Way Home. And I'm glad they brought him back. I hope they keep him around. Honestly, I am wondering if they're gonna eventually do like a side character show with the Marvel characters, because this guy keeps popping up and Jimmy Woo keeps popping up. I'm just saying, we got a lot of Marvel side characters.
Can we get Owen Wilson back?
I would love it if Mobius, Jimmy Woo, Happy Hogan, and Darcy all make their own super team where they don't have superpowers. Get Katie from Shang-Chi in there, and I don't know, maybe Lucky the pizza dog shows up. Why not? He can be their animal sidekick.
Mm-hmm.
But back to Captain. I keep saying Captain Marvel. I have not made this mistake any of the week when I'm talking about this episode, but here I am in my review of it, and now I'm fucking it up. With Miss Marvel episode 2, just to cliff notes everything once again, was there anything in this episode specifically you wanted to bring up, or any specific highlights of the 3 episodes in general?
Honestly, I don't really remember that much about episode 2 because I
I
only
will kick your ass, Cher. We are
I
doing a review
I
show.
only watched it once. I usually like to watch things twice and then put notes, but I barely have any notes for episode 2 other than watching this week's episode with the previously on.
I
Let me
feel ya.
let me see. Okay, what do I have on here?
Well, if it means anything, I also took notes, and my only note for episode 2 was that joke with the cousin thing was funny.
Yeah. This is why we need Jack. Jack is
Without
really
Jack, we have no station. We have no structure.
we need Jack. I miss him.
He's dead.
Or he got bootlegged.
No, he could be bootlegged and dead. I'm not convinced you can't do both. Wouldn't it be funny if we're like, we don't remember episode 2 and just start reviewing a different movie? Or fucking Cuphead?
Yay, Cuphead.
I know the show looks good, but shut up! But honestly, this wasn't a forgettable episode. It was pretty good. Like,
It was good. Yeah. I'm not saying it's not good. I just don't really remember that much.
well, the thing is these episodes have to establish a lot. Like, you got to get the origin out there. You got to start building this mystery of what's going on with the bangle. And because of that, these episodes, I wouldn't say they have a pacing issue, but they definitely have a focus on building and setting up story elements for later. So because of that, in the grand scheme, they are a little forgettable. Like, they're, to my knowledge, the closest thing to an action scene in episode 2 is when Kamala is running away from the drones, which, now that we're aware that friggin' Damage Control has used the fucking drone tech from Spider-Man Far From Home, that's a little unnerving to me. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why.
No, I did watch that. I did watch Far From Home.
Congratulations, you're only one movie behind.
I have a life too.
You're not allowed to do that and be a fan of comic book stuff. It's not allowed.
I could do multiple things. Maybe not.
No, you can't.
I mean, at least I was able to watch Cuphead.
Shut the fuck up about Cuphead! I will teleport to Vegas and kick your ass, I swear to God. I will use my magical abilities to summon a train that will magically take me to Vegas, and then I will kick your ass. And then I'll leave, and then I'll finish this review.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, lately I've been watching Cuphead and Glee and
Shut up!
Hospital.
Oh my God! So episode 2 of Miss Marvel.
Wait, the Eid. I don't know if I say it. I don't know if I said it right. It's Eid. That celebration thing, right around the time where the little boy was dangling off the building.
Yeah.
Yeet.
Yeah, I like that scene. I specifically loved Kamala's friend essentially blackmailing her father into voting for her. Just going, you wouldn't want to break the heart of your basically second daughter, would you? I loved that shit. I do know in episode 3 she won the ballot and she has a place on the council now. I want to see where that goes. I want to see if she becomes a leader, especially because at the end of episode 3 she finds out Kamala has the powers. So I'm wondering what's going on there. But speaking of which, after being chased by Damage Control, of course they Kamala gets picked up by Kareem and his mom, who I don't know her name. Here's the thing, and this is This is where I'm gonna feel a little dumb. I know that they mentioned the name of, like, they said a super villain name or something. Like, they mentioned, oh, this is the name of our team. We go by many names. I guarantee you anything that's something from the comics, I didn't recognize it. I don't read Miss Marvel. I read Young Avengers, and she ended up showing up in Miss Marvel a lot. But, uh, I mean, Miss Marvel showed up in Young Avengers a lot. But I don't know who these characters are. I just know they look really cool and have dope weapons. I assume they are all from the comics. I I honestly love the fight scene towards the end. I think this episode was good build up. Like we finally got to do the wedding we've been building up for the past couple of episodes. There was a really good scene between Kamala's brother and her father. I love that father character, man. I even
Mm-hmm.
love the story he told about the bangle and Kamala's mom's mother. I loved that. Every time that character was on screen, I'm into it, man. But did you have anything about episode 3 you specifically liked, or are you going to talk about Cuphead again? Which is going to happen here.
I think Kamala's dad is definitely father of the year so far.
Definitely best dad ever. I would agree with that.
Best dad. Yes, he's funny. He's very inspirational. I mean, I like that
He
brief moment.
dresses as the Hulk.
Yes. I mean, I did like that brief moment with Kamala and her mother. I know they don't see eye to eye in some things, and Kamala's mother is more traditional. She's
Mm-hmm.
still learning about America and their ways.
Mm-hmm.
That she didn't want her to go to AvengerCon because with the Captain Marvel outfit
She
because it
didn't
was
want her to go to a party.
right
And
a party.
she couldn't accept that Avengers Con was not a party.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But she's really sweet though. I remember her saying something about like we all have a mountain to face, and instantly I kept thinking about Miley Cyrus's The Climb.
That played the other day when I was at a doctor's appointment. And I was like, I have not heard this fucking song in years. Jesus, I'm old.
He said it was gonna be another mountain, and I was gonna wanna make it move. It's gonna be an uphill battle.
It's the copyright claim. I also love that the love interest got jealous of Bruno for a minute when it looked like he was gonna dance with Kamala.
I was like,
Poor Bruno.
I was waiting for that. It was like another Kim Possible and Ron when they kissed at the end of Soda Drama, which I, by the way, I did talk about later.
I,
So,
I, I do. I guess if I get to pick, I do kind of see a lot of chemistry between. Maybe it's because I like rooting for that friend zoned guy. Maybe I
mm-hmm.
do like it when a Ron Weasley or a Ron Stoppable. God, they're all named Ron. But fucking Bruno's name is an anagram for Ron too. You could spell Ron with the word with the letters of Bruno.
That is true.
Yeah.
You know, remember Soda Drama? The last time Kim had a crush on a couple of guys. They weren't too good with her, and then like she meets Eric, who was voiced by Philip the Future Dude, and he ended up being a syndrome.
Mm.
I don't trust Cameron.
You
He
think
has a
he's a robot? He's saying he helped fight her.
I
Them. He
know.
helped.
I don't know.
He helped. He's a good person. Fuck off. Don't be mean to. Don't call him a fucking android. Jesus.
Yeah, I mean like between like shipping.
I'm just saying, if he actually ends up being an android now, I'm gonna be pissed at you. I wanted the perfect son, so I made one.
Oh, and then when they were fighting like Bon Jovi's "Living on a Prayer." Oh, and the
Oh, I
band
loved hearing that come up.
Brown Jovi,
I
Brown Jovi,
smiled at that.
Brown Jovi. Are there any pun bands that we should know about?
I'm sure there are tons of pun bands out there. I have a friend who would be very intrigued to know if there's more. But yeah, I loved hearing "Living on a Prayer." I just wish, like, I guess I kind of like it because it shows that this is her early days. But that fight scene was basically just Kamala getting punched and shielding the whole time.
Nah,
I,
that's
I don't know if that's a criticism because it's still early, so she doesn't really have a grip on her powers yet. So maybe I'm being nitpicky, but I would have liked something. Like I would have liked if she like was trying to escape more, and they were stopping her, or maybe she is fighting back. I don't know. I think we'll probably get like a big bad action scene later, but for now, I'm like, come on, man, let's get some more action in this show. There's not a ton yet. It
well,
it is
I want to know what that train is. What is that train?
that's got to be how they get back home, right?
Mm. Like the Polar Express?
The Polar Express doesn't take you to different dimensions. It takes you to the North Pole.
It could.
This would be the dimensional express, I guess. I
She
don't
ain't
know.
from no, she ain't from around here. She's from another dimension.
Well, it is interesting to find out that like these people are like Jin. They're older beings. I guess I'm wondering how they're going to explain some of that. Because clearly, when they were fighting, they appeared to be superpowered. Like, at the very least, they had super strength. So,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't know where that goes. I guess we'll have to see still. Um, but so far, there's a lot of good build up here. I think the ending of the episode where her mom reaches out to her and she's like, Kamala, did you pull the fire alarm? What are you doing? You had to talk to us. And Kamala just says, I can't tell you. That's heartbreaking to me. It's really sad that, like, she did the right thing and she's, like, trying to do this superhero stuff. And yet her mom is, like, creating this, like, narrative in her head that she might be just becoming a troublemaker and a hoodlum. And fucking her poor brother probably thinks that Kamala just ruined her wedding, his wedding, for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucked, and I feel so bad for him. But hopefully we can figure out where this is going. I wonder what's going to happen with Bruno because he looked a little more hurt than he was voicing. Like I'm pretty sure he was bleeding.
Yeah.
So I don't know, and I wonder. Honestly, there are a couple things I'm really curious to see where they go with it. Like, I want to know: does Bruno end up going to LA? Um, is her friend actually going to help change Moss? I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. But yeah, with Captain Marvel, Captain Marvel, fuck, she's
There you
stuck.
go again.
I'm not trying to do it. With Miss Marvel's first 3 episodes, you want to go through every episode and give a ranking, and then we can end this fucker?
Okay.
Yeah. So what did you think of episode 1? And did you have any highlights or anything you remember?
Yep, this is really good.
The granola you're eating? Or the episode?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I guess with episode 1, I thought it was a pretty good start. I'd be lying if I said the dialogue was the most stellar thing in the world. Like, there are times it's a little cringy for me.
Yeah, it is true.
It doesn't bug me as much as I thought it would, though, which is all right. I think that's because the editing is just so cool. It kind of keeps me there. It kind of, like, keeps me sticking around.
I mean, like I said, it's giving me Mitchell's versus the Machines and Into the Spider Verse and Turning Red, like all of that. Like I kind of realized that like some of the newer stuff that I keep seeing like for families and stuff, they keep. I don't know if it's like a trend now where it's all like these crazy things going everywhere and.
You know what? I just thought about it, and I'm literally going to give all 3 episodes the same ranking.
Ooh.
Except for the last episode, which I'm going to give one higher. I think episode 1 is a 6. I think episode 2 is a 6, and then I think episode 3 is a 7 because there was a little more to do in episode 3. There was a lot more going on. The plot seemed to like finally be catching up because they introduced these villains. You know, there were some cool scenes. We're learning a lot more about the bangle now. Like, there's a big exposition drop about it in the beginning. It feels like after episode 3 is where the series could potentially have its legs now and start running. But I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. What are your rankings?
Well, I would say,
Cuphead is a 10 out of 10. Really love it. Kim Possible, 9 out of 10. Pretty good. Needed more Wade, but that's the only problem. Go on.
you're not gonna let this go, aren't you? You're not gonna let me
No!
have this.
No, I'm not! You ate granola during this episode. Do you think I ignored that? I ignored nothing.
Your last time when I had popcorn, you banished me.
You're gonna get banished again. Everyone gets banished. Then it'll just be me, and I'll do the damn job. Give your rankings.
Okay. It's
I'm
been like.
fuck you up. I will fight everyone. Everyone. You want to know why Jack's dead? I killed him.
Right. What did he do?
Nothing.
Did he do something in Moon Knight that I don't know about?
No, he did nothing wrong, and I killed him anyways. So what do you think is going to happen to you, Cher?
I'd rather not find out. I'd rather not know. God, I'm losing my voice. Okay, anyways,
Here's the thing, you can't see my camera right now. I'm petting a very cute dog now that I've threatened you. Yeah. Now that I've threatened you, I'm just celebrating with my pooch.
Yeah, and I have 4 German Shepherds, even though 2 of them don't get along.
Cher.
Yeah.
Give your rankings, or I'll kill you. Right now, on camera.
Oh, okay. No, I was saying, like, episode 1, I mean, I thought it was a good start. You know, I actually have, like I said, there's, like, a bunch of stuff, you know, the introduction, what her, you know, she does have her head in the clouds, which I can relate, especially right now. Especially right now, since I'm being threatened online right now.
I mean, I've definitely been there where like I like have a character I like, and I'll just doodle pictures and like imagine them in different settings. Like I've imagined zombie versions of characters I like. That's why What If was so cool that they finally did Marvel Zombies and stuff.
Oh, I will say a quote that I like from the first episode. She said, "Not all brown girls, or not the brown girls from New Jersey, saved the world." And then Bruno said, "You're Kamala Khan. You want to save the world, then you're gonna save the world." I'm like, I felt that. That was so sweet. Again, we need that representation.
I love how much Bruno believes in her. It really like it makes it really sad that like I really don't know where Bruno's character goes because there's another love interest in the picture. Like, it's very possible that he does prioritize his future and he goes to LA at the end of the show, which would be really sad because I really want them to, like, stay together and be buddies. But it could happen.
Like the end of Kim Possible. And then, so yeah, I would say 7 out of 10. I think it was solid.
Nice. I'm glad you like it. Episode
Yeah.
2?
Episode 2, I mean, like I said, I mean, I'm not saying that I don't remember it, like when I forgot about Captain America, but I thought there were some good parts in there too, like the celebration, and then Bruno getting to Caltech, and then learning more about the bangle bracelet that she has. Of course, she did miss you know, she tried to save the little boy, but she kind of failed at that. So I was kind of sad about that, but you know. Sometimes you don't get it right away.
She still saved his life. That kid was like, I think people need to go easy on her because she still saved that kid's life. Friggin', he was going to die, and he didn't because she saved him. It doesn't really matter that he got a little hurt. I mean, he's alive because of her.
I think there's like a lot of people like they have like I think all of us we all have expectations of certain things, like you know, like superheroes. We all have that expectations that
I'm just saying, arguably, hear me out. Like let's look at episode 1. Arguably, she caused that problem because she accidentally broke the Ant-Man statue, and that set off the hammer which hit Zoe. So arguably, she caused the pain that happened in that one. And yet everybody praised her and they're like, "Ah, new superhero, this is so cool." And yet
Nightlight. Nightlight, which I will agree with our friend, that sounds a bit childish.
I just think it's funny that like there's like this little team of fake named superheroes growing. Nightlight, Night Monkey. I want them to all be named Night. Uh,
Moon Knight.
well, Moon Knight is like an actual guy though. Like that's his real
I
name.
I know. I was just saying because it had night in it,
Oh
even
yeah,
though it's
fair.
not, even though it's not spelled like.
That's Night
I
with
think
a.
it's.
I would
I,
love
I,
it.
I think I forgot. Is it called homophones or homonyms?
uh, I I believe it is homophones. At least
Okay.
I believe so because like God, this is gonna be a little embarrassing, but I know what homonyms are because of that one episode of In Between the Lions where they sing the song where it's like, "I read this book, it's red, just look," and then they go homophones.
Now who's derailing this show?
I'm not derailing. You gave me the segue and I followed it. This is not
I
derailing.
did the
This
same
is
thing.
extending. Get the fucking rating.
I did the same thing.
What's your goddamn rating, Cher?
It's 7.
It's okay. And episode 3?
My mom's probably wondering like, what the? Why is she yelling? What the hell?
Wow, a very aggressive review going on upstairs.
It's an 8.
Oh,
Okay.
no. So
It's
so
an
it seems like you like the show a little better than I did.
Yes, I do. I do. You know, like the I love me some Bollywood type dancing. I did some Bollywood
I
when
did
I was
like the dancing.
I did yeah because I remember I did a around the world um a dance concert in high school, and we did do a Bollywood number, and that was fun.
I just loved watching Kamala's dad dance with his mom. I thought it was very sweet.
That was
I
so
mean, her
sweet too.
mom.
Oh, I also like the reference. They reference Eric Selvig.
They did. I picked up on that. Fucking
Mm-hmm.
uh, freaking Bruno mentions that like he thinks Selvig wrote something that might have something to do with their powers. Yeah, no, I am very curious to see where that goes. I would love
Oh,
it
and
if we could
oh
get.
yeah, and then like the church leader, he was telling Kamala, good is not what you are, but what you do. And I think that quote's gonna come with this series. And
I
and
think I think that guy. I think he knows. I think he knows it's her. I think he knows that she's the superhero. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I mean,
yes, but it's 8. Okay,
but ladies and gentlemen, that is our very Cliff Notes review of Miss Marvel. Obviously, did not
you got
go
it right.
we did not go in depth as much as we usually do. Hopefully, we can get weekly episodes going again.
Fingers
But we
crossed.
will have to see. We just ran into some issues. Specifically, it's mostly my fault that it took so long because literally, I wasn't ready for a week, and then I was like, I'm ready, and then my computer broke, so we had to fix it.
And then you had that storm. You had the storm during
Yes,
episode 1 or whatever.
there was a storm that like took out my Wi-Fi and my power. Like that was a big storm. I forgot about that. But yeah, that has been our review. You got anything to plug, Share? Because I know you actually do have stuff to plug. You told me before episode.
Yay! It's time. It's time. It's
No,
time
it's
to.
not. It's never time. Time is a concept. Time isn't real.
It can be in my imagination.
But go ahead and plug your stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am pleased to announce that I, Cherise Sarrazin, have a YouTube channel. I finally gave in. I gave in. I know I said I wasn't going to do YouTube, but I finally gave in. So now I have a YouTube channel. Yay! It's called share underscore from underscore 2000. You can guess, do the math there. When I was, you know.
So many underscores.
Yes. I mean, it's only 2, so it's not that bad. But yeah, share from 2000. There's 2 underscores. I literally just posted my thoughts on Kim Possible because of the 20th anniversary. Hopefully, it doesn't get cut down because of copyright. But I did make note that I did not own any of the stuff that was used in the video. But yeah, so excited about YouTube channel. Don't expect weekly stuff, mainly because I have problems with storage space. I've been having this problem for the past 2 years,
Mm.
and it's gotten worse. I was actually almost unable to upload the episode, or not the episode, my video because of storage space. So hopefully things will be better. I'm not guaranteeing it will, but you might get something from 2 weeks from now, or you might get something in July because I really want to do a Selena Gomez video because she turns 30 next month, and I love Selena Gomez. So fingers crossed I can get that video out and rolling without any problems.
God, Selena Gomez is 30. Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, all my Disney girls, Demi's turning 30, Miley's turning 30, and Selena's turning 30. I feel so old.
How old are you?
I'll be 22 in August.
I'm 24. You're fine. You got
Oh,
you got 8 more years.
but I also have Twitter and Facebook. It's just my first and last name. But yeah, I finally have a YouTube channel. I've been wanting to do video stuff. I've missed doing video stuff ever since Stardust shut it down
Mhm.
from last year. I've been dying to do video stuff. And I want to start off small. That's why I said don't expect any weekly whatever. But if you guys would, I think I did make the comments available. If you guys would want to put your ideas, share your thoughts. That's why it's called Sher's Thoughts. But yeah, if you guys want to put your guys' ideas of what I should do in the future, you can. Just don't expect anything right away because I do have a life. Unlike what Kneale told you guys, I do have a life.
I didn't say you don't have a life. I said you shouldn't have a life. I encourage you to throw away your life the next second you get. Like literally just like all life progress, just push it out the window and go watch Marvel movies. That way you can be like me. I'm not crying on the inside, I promise.
No, but yeah, I mean, like I said, I think one of my ambitious stuff that I want to do was Nickelodeon month because everyone knows that I'm a Disney freak, but I like other things besides Disney. But I think I might save that project for when I have the space for it. For now, hopefully I can get the Selena Gomez video running. But yeah, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Yay me.
Dope. There should be a link for that in the description. And if anyone wants to see my shit more regularly, you can always head over to Twitch. We probably by the time this uploads, haven't been streaming for a few days. But don't worry, we are still playing Spider-Man PS4. We are playing Night in the Woods, which is still one of my favorite games ever. Cher might not be into video games, except for Cuphead, apparently, but I am all over the map with them. I am playing Minecraft constantly, Dead by Daylight constantly. So if you want to see,
When I say I'm not into video games, I like video games by watching cutscenes because I like listening to voice actors because I love voice actors.
oh, okay, so if you're like Cher and you're not a gamer, but you want to watch other people play games, come watch this fat guy spastically get scared during Dead by Daylight. It's very funny, and I have a girly ass scream. You could be a part of that. There will be a link to my Twitch in the description. Also, there should be more videos in general coming soon,
You don't want to
including
know what
since
games are like.
well, Kenobi also finished Wednesday, so I will actually be doing a video about my thoughts on the first
My
season
dad,
of Kenobi.
my dad has been wanting me to watch Kenobi. I don't know why I'm not interested. I think I'm Star Wars out,
I
honestly.
I think it's pretty good. I won't spoil anything about it. There are a couple problems I had with the series, which
I
I'm
mean,
sure I'll bring up.
I've watched like bits and pieces of it when my parents are watching. I just really, it's yay,
I just love that.
Ewan
Like,
McGregor.
I really love the actress who plays Leia. That's one of my favorite parts of it. But yeah, thank you guys for what.
Watch the second Shark Boy and Lava Girl movie.
There's what? There's a second Shark Boy and Lava Girl movie.
Well, it's not really Shark Boy and Lava Girl 2, but Lava Girl and Shark Boy are in it.
Cher, what the fuck are you? Wait a minute, I've heard about this. Isn't it only on Netflix?
Yep.
Are you doing Netflix again? So you plug in
No.
the Cuphead show, and now you're plugging this thing.
No.
Are you like a Netflix sleeper agent? What's going on here?
I'm still Disney.
I don't think you are. I think you're a double agent. We've lost you to the Netflix side. Have you seen the current season of Stranger Things? Would you like me to watch Tick Tick Boom while I'm at it? Umbrella Academy comes out next fucking week.
I'm not really a huge fan of Stranger Things. I think it's fine, but
Honestly, from what I've seen of season 3, it's actually very good. But that is not what we're here to talk about today. Thank you, bitches, for watching. Fuck Netflix. Disney Plus for life, bitch.